Your little pussy belongs to me. And you're gonna learn to do what I fucking tell you to.
What the fuck? What? I'm high, dude. You're freaking me out, man. What? I thought we got hacked by somebody. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. I've been sitting on that all week.
What the fuck is that from?
It's just a fucking, it's just a random video that some guy, I think what happened is that like some online e-girl was probably messaging with this guy, and she was like, "Oh yeah, talk dirty to me," and then he he sent that,
Can
and
we
she
watch
probably
it again?
she
I want to
probably
see that again.
she probably, I think she clipped it and posted it, dude. It's actually gotten, that has gotten quite a bit of traction online.
I'm sure.
Because people take the audio and they put it like on over their like TikTok videos and shit.
Can we watch that again? Seriously, I want to see that again. I need to experience that again. I need to experience without the shock. I was in shock.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Let me get the right thing going here.
Well, yeah. Are you sure that's not like just a personal thing that you have, like some dude you brought over or something?
No. Let me get the right thing set up here.
Oh, good God. Welcome to Something Stoney, guys.
Hey, yeah, welcome, guys. Wait,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a way to start a show. I mean, it literally, like, it shook me to my core, man.
Like you got to manage people's expectations, and this is what you can expect from us.
This is the show, and here's the thing: like a half hour before the show, I'm like, oh, okay, we gotta watch this.
Your little pussy belongs to me. And you're gonna learn to do what I fucking tell you to.
He seems nice.
Oh man, he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
he's a pretty cool guy.
It. You know what? Okay, I want to. It's so weird, like when people's sexual personas kind of come out. Like,
yeah,
I like. I don't know. Like, I'm not exactly the most wild.
I was gonna ask you this. Okay. First of all, I love the idea that somebody is gonna like watch this on their phone or something. Or they're going to be at work or like in their car, and then they're going to be like, I'll check out this new episode, and then it's just going to be blaring little pussy belong. Have you ever like spoken, have you ever talked dirty like that to somebody that you were with?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not really good at that. Like, I'm not really like, I can say, to me, it almost feels comedic. What the fuck is going on with you?
I told you.
I told you. Good God.
I told
He's dying here, guys.
I told you I'm just getting started.
Good job. Yeah, please get started. So, I mean, yes, sure, I do there, but mine is more like almost, I turn it into something kind of like it's more kind of almost humorous. Like I was like, oh, that feels good. I don't like trying to sound sexy. I don't think I sound sexy.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the golden rule, especially for guys. Like, as soon as you try to be sexy, that's when you fail. It's always when you're not even paying attention. Oh my God.
You're dying.
It's always when you're not even paying attention that you're at your sexiest, because you're more aloof. That's the trick. But
I think now, do you do that? Do you do sex talk? Is that your thing? I can see you doing that.
Oh no, I absolutely have. I've definitely, because I dated a girl that was kind of like into BDSM and stuff and being dominated. So and stuff like that is kind of part of it. So I've definitely said a version of that before, but I never posted it online. I never sent it to anybody. It was always in the act because that's where it belongs.
That's the new thing, is that like people love to I've noticed this on TikTok a lot. Like people, like there's one lady who posted this guy's messages, and it's actually pretty funny because her reaction is really hilarious. She starts playing this guy's like, hey, try and look pretty tonight because you're not, I mean, you could be a lot prettier. It's a really smart call. And then she was like, of course I'm not going to call the guy back, so he keeps calling, and everyone's like, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what I've done to you because I can get any woman I want at any time, but you should be fucking lucky. And she's just looking like this, like,
man, there is no bigger menace than an insecure man.
Oh my good God.
No bigger menace. I tell you what, the most aggressive shit is when so I have a friend of mine. He's a dude. I know I'm still, but he's gay. So he's on a lot of these like apps, like these like Grinder and shit like that. Oh my God, the messages that he gets, the type of like the standard of messages. He posted one, I think it was today. He like linked with somebody, some other guy, and the guy was like, sending him messages, being like, hey, what's up? Let's hook up tonight. And then he sent him a message that was like, it said, I want to tonight. I want to treat your ass like a school and shoot some kids in it. And I'm like, dude,
oh my good God,
so horny. Come on.
Wow. It is very bizarre. I mean, look, I don't think that, and I'm not even saying it's wrong. I'm like, I think it's cool if you can get away with it. If you can do that, yeah, man. Oh, feel that. I mean, if
is that what you do? Yeah.
No, mine is more like, I feel like I'm a little
yeah. Give
more,
us an example.
No, I can't think. Well, I wouldn't give an example because that would be really weird.
It would
to me.
It would.
But no, I'm just I don't really talk that much. It's not like a talking thing for me. It's more of a, I just get in the moment and enjoy it and enjoy the experience but I honestly, hey, if you can get away with going, yeah, you like that girl, you like that, I'm like, hey, cool, more power to you, man, more power to you, because I can't do that without sounding like an idiot. Although it'd be fun to do it, like it'd be cool, it'd be fucking cool, like be like, God damn, I'm at the rodeo.
Oh my God, dude. That's a real quick way to dry things up. I can tell you that much.
I think I'm gonna do that next time. I think
honestly, and I'm being serious. You should try that. You should try that.
Yeah, maybe I will.
And we can talk about it. We can talk about it next week.
Yeah, I doubt I will, to be real, but it is a funny concept. It's a funny idea.
It'd be silly. I'm sure there's couples that do silly shit like that because it would be funny. It's just not sexy,
I mean, like, and I know I never like, I'm never big on like talking about like. Oh yeah, let me give you an example of how the sex I've had with my girlfriend or my wife or my boyfriend or my husband or whatever. But like, I feel like it's like we are in sync when it's that time, and I feel like it's a very comfortable, like it's a very like it can be intense.
It's just like it just feels like home.
Feels like home. Yeah, I mean, that sounds cliche, dude, but it's kind of true. I mean, you sometimes realize that sometimes the best things are right there, and that's a beautiful thing. And I mean, I like it. I like the fact I don't, dude, I do not envy, and no offense, I don't envy anyone dating right now. I just don't. It's
you shouldn't.
Like the dating apps scare me. I was with a friend of mine, and he's gay also, and he was doing the Grinder thing, and I was just fascinated. I was like, what are you doing? Okay, what's the guy typing? And then the guy was like, apparently really desperate to get the guy over, get my friend over, and he's
Mhm.
already like, no, no. I'm like, I've got to stop. I'm like, no, okay, okay. And then he sends him the last thing. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry, I'm with my buddy, a buddy of mine. I won't be going out tonight. And the guy was like, bring him over. We'll suck your dicks.
Dude. So is that what you did?
No, I did not.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. You gotta
Not
live a
that
little.
bad.
No, it isn't. I do like that you bring up that, like, oh, I'm not, that you're not good at it. Sorry, I'm like adjusting my lighting, but
You always are adjusting something.
I know,
Embarrassing.
dude. It's just fucking, dude, story of my life. Man, my throat's still fucked up, but it's interesting that you bring up that you're not good at it, because it does shine light on the fact that it is kind of like a skill.
Yeah.
Because I like dirty talk. I actually discovered,
Tell me
like,
some
when
of your dirty talk. I want to hear dirt. Well, besides when you call me,
we
just
just watched
randomly.
we just watched it. That was actually me. I lost a few pounds.
Oh, okay. You look good.
I look great. I feel great too. You know, it's just a change in lifestyle.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm drinking more water. It's feeling great. No, but because I enjoy dirty talk. I feel like I'm good at it. Maybe not the best, but good. It works. It's effective. But
now let me ask you this before you go on. Do you need the other person to be good at it, or can they be? Does it matter what they are, what they're into?
well, first of all, it's you always. I mean, there's always, like, you got to test the waters with people. Like, maybe you'll say one thing that's like not so aggressive. Just to kind of be like, all right, well, where do you stand? It's an invitation. You're like, hey, I want to do this. What do you think about that? Like, that's what that move is. And then if they respond with their dirty talk, then that's an okay go. But if not, then you're like, all right, I guess I'm not going to say anything else for the remainder of our time here. And that's kind of a bummer because I don't know. I think it makes it more fun, but
yeah, it's fun.
There are some. It does matter if the other person's not good at it, because I tell you what, no dirty talk is better than bad dirty talk.
No dirty talk is better than what we heard at the beginning of the show. I
because that's pretty good, but it really takes you out of it when somebody says something and you're like, it catches you off guard. You're like, what the fuck does that even mean? Or like if you're annoying like me and you notice when they mispronounce something and you're like,
God,
I don't know.
Those?
Yeah, because I'm like, because if it doesn't, I mean, I'm not saying I need all these things, but like, if you're gonna do it, then you should make an effort to do it correctly, especially in something like that where if your mind gets taken out of it, then it ruins the whole night.
Wait. What would you mispronounce when you're having
I don't know.
Like, get my vagina wet.
or not even that. Like, they stutter. You know, they're trying to. You can tell that it's like everything's in the moment. They're trying to think of something, and then they kind of like trip over their words because they're just trying to throw something out, and you kind of catch it, and you're like, all right,
wow,
I appreciate the effort, but I caught that. You know.
You are difficult, man.
But I'm really not. Well, I don't know. Maybe, but
now you're thinking about it.
But I feel like if you're gonna go for it, you should try to do it well. Like you said, vagini. You should never, like, proper medical terms should never be used. You know what I mean? Like, the actual names should never be. It's got to be the slang stuff. Otherwise, because it's just not horny enough. Proper words aren't horny enough.
That is what you need to do for. I shouldn't even say this on the show because everyone can hear this. This is a good sketch for you. Like, have a couple who that's what they do. Oh, get my labia. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I thought of this character. I thought of this character a long time ago that it's a guy who dirty talks, but he always uses like childish names for his penis. So he's like, yeah, you like that ding-a-ling? How about that?
You like my little you like my Pee-wee? Huh?
Yeah.
Like Pee-wee?
Yeah. I thought that'd be kind of silly.
That's fun. I like that.
My Winky.
Wink. Oh, good
That's kind
God.
of silly.
Good God.
Dude, speaking of characters, I had to drop out of an acting role this week.
Oh, so shit. So that's yeah. We talked about this. I don't know what happened. Tell us. Enrich us. This saddens me, but I know the story, so it doesn't
Dude.
sadden me.
Dude, these motherfuckers. So I mentioned it at the end of last week. So
Yeah.
So I booked an acting gig. This was like a week or two ago, and
Raise
it
the
was
stop.
really it was it was really cool the way I booked it, just because I applied to be basically an extra, like a background role, and I got a direct message from the director that was like, "Hey, you applied to be background in this, but I took a look at your demo reel and you have a very strong screen presence. So I would like to offer you the role of this like police officer because I think that you are the right fit for it." And I'm like, it's very flattering and it's very encouraging. And dude, especially in an industry like this, it's very nice to hear. It's important to hear.
Yeah,
because
sure.
there's too many people that are quick to put you down for whatever you're doing or whatever you have or your talents and skills, whatever it is. But that's what makes the people who, especially someone like that, who they're not a friend who's like, just being a good friend and lifting me up. They're genuinely taking the time to, make me more aware of what I have and what I can offer and my value in this industry. And it's very encouraging and it's motivation to find the next project and it helps your hope towards your ability to really succeed the way that you want to in this industry. It's like, maybe I have what it takes to actually find real success and which I do clearly. So
There's
I was like,
no
cool.
ego here. None.
It's just all truth, to be honest.
Of course.
I'm just going to be honest, but
You're honest.
So, and already from the start, it gets complicated. So I'm messaging the production assistant back and forth, emailing back and forth, and there's a schedule to do like a scene rehearsal downtown, and it was set for this past Monday. So they're like, all right, come down here at this time on Monday. We're going to do like a quick scene rehearsal. We're going to get you fitted for your uniform for the character. And I was like, great, cool. I'm like, this is my first acting gig that I've landed since moving out to LA because, I moved out here a year before COVID. And during that year, I was still kind of getting set up in LA, getting, because I didn't come out here with like a plan,
No one
so I didn't have a job lined up. So I was taking care of all that. And then I had to move due to unfortunate circumstances and for reasons.
Watch the early shows, you'll learn.
yeah. But anyway, and then by the time I got set up where I am now, like, living on my own in my own place, COVID started. So that dried up all the acting gigs. And then, so this was my first chance to actually land something. So I was super stoked and, it paid okay for what it was. And, they were like, so it's the day of, it's Monday. I go down to my car and it doesn't start. It's like, of all times, the car's working just fine the day that I go to start getting ready and do the scene rehearsal. And like, dude, my fucking throat. I tell you what, that first hit.
What's up with you? What are you drinking, by the way?
I'm losing it. This is Red Bull.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, Jesus. Anyway, so and I'm like, what are the fucking chances? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So and I had to tell them that I couldn't make it.
Of course.
So I had this whole fiasco. I had to get like a new car battery. It took like the whole day. I ended up calling AAA twice in one day, but I got it all taken care of. And then I I emailed them that day and I said, "Hey, I'm having car troubles. I can't make it." And they go, "Yeah, no worries. Um, thank you for letting us know, and good luck with your car." But they didn't give any. They didn't send me anything else. So the next day, I emailed them back. I emailed the production assistant back. I'm like, "Hey, the car trouble's just fine. Like I got it taken care of. So how do you want to move forward? Like, what's the next step here with this project?" And almost a full day goes by. I don't hear back from her. And then Wednesday, I get an email from her, but it was like a email sent to all the cast, and she's like, "All right, everybody ready for the shoot tonight? I just want to double check that everyone has their call sheets." And I'm like, "What? I have no fucking. This is ridiculous." So I emailed her back, and I'm like, "Hey, I was not informed that there was a shoot tonight, and I can't make it, and also I didn't receive the call sheet either." And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We just got a new assistant director. Like, I probably just forgot to send it. I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna send you the call sheet anyway. And then, are you sure you can't make it?" And I was like, I was already pretty much at this point, like, especially with me, with my job situation kind of changing. There's a lot like on my plate right now, so I just got to this point where I'm like, I kind of don't give a shit about this gig anymore anyway. Like, it's not, and it's all there's these things that's made it a pain in the ass since the get-go, so I'm already kind of checked out, and I was going into this being prepared to have to flake out of it anyway. So I'm like, all right, I guess I was right. I guess I just got to go. And but I'm like, I'll look at the call sheet anyway. I look at the call sheet. My call time to be on set was at 2:30 in the morning in Pasadena.
Oh,
and I'm like,
wow.
are
Night
you fucking
shoots.
kidding me? Because it's like a whatever, like a liquor store robbery scene. So it's like, I get it. They want the late night, but I'm like, I'm like, first of all, for whatever reason, everything in this industry, like with films, whether big or small, everything is so fucking short notice.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Everything, and I hate it. It makes it so hard to like land things and make things work. Everything is so fucking short notice. But I'm like, you're expecting people to. This is basically like a graveyard shift shoot. You have got to clear that with people. You got to double check that with people, because I can't. Like,
that seems like I'm trying to like see, like, well, I know, I know it's hard to do a shoot, and I know that, you have to, whatever. I was trying to figure out a way to say, well, I tried to think maybe I would understand why they wouldn't tell you that, but no, that there's really. I'm trying to think back when I've done night shoots. I feel like they always said, "Yeah, you're gonna do a night shoot. It's a night shoot."
Yeah, and when I was emailing the PA back and forth about the scene rehearsal, there was a lot of like her double checking, can you make this time? Why wouldn't you do that for the actual shoot where it's like it's time to do the thing? It's fucking. Which, by the way, I just before the show, I looked through my spam emails.
Did you find it?
They sent me the call sheet. Yeah. They sent me the call sheet. It still wouldn't have worked, because I looked at it again, and the call time was 2:30. The actual shoot didn't start until 4:30.
Yeah,
so I'm like, that's when I have to be at work. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the it's there's a tricky balance. Is my fan too loud? I'm sorry if it is. My computer's a little hot, so I've turned it on for a little bit.
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, and I know from going into the acting world when I was younger, it's a pretty vicious circle. Like, it's very hard. Like, I have a lot of sympathy for actors. There's a reason I love talking to actors, clearly, because that's what I get to do with my job. But like, I also know it's really frustrating because unless you're someone's kid or you know somebody or you have lots of money and you can just go, oh well, I'm going to go to LA and I'm going to get a bunch of
Yeah.
pictures or whatever and get the coolest things and really get myself out there. It's a lot easier than the person who comes out here with a lot of talent. They could have they could be literally the most talented person in the world,
For
not
sure.
you. And
All right.
just kidding. And they'll never get a shot because they still have to work. They have to work a job. They have to figure out how to afford to pay rent and do all the shit that you have to do just to live. And
Yeah.
it's hard.
Also me.
Yeah, it is a very hard business, and I always, I hate to be, me, I'm Mr. Optimistic
Sure.
in general, but there's also a lot of me that having, luckily I've been able to find a way to kind of remain in the business and be a very happy person because of it, and even still work. I've gotten to act, a few times, so I feel I have a lot of sympathy for people who are trying to, especially in this day and age, because everyone has access now.
Yeah.
Everybody. You can have people all over the world sending in their especially because it's self tape. Because anyone can say, yeah, okay, I can be in LA in 5 hours, sure, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's got to do some kind of damage, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't understand how they do it nowadays. It's a hard fucking business. Oh my god, it's depressing.
Yeah, I remember I did a short film in Chicago. This is when I was still living at home,
Mhm.
and it's a film that I don't think it ever came out. I know I sure as hell never got the sides for it, which sucked because it looked really good. But there one of the actresses that worked on it, she was from here. She was from LA,
Mm.
and she flew out here to do that. And I'm like, you must have some fucking money because this is like I can just drive here,
Yeah.
and this is already like the least money I would take. Like I paid like
Mhm.
$50. I'm like, and I don't imagine she got paid much more because it
Yeah.
wasn't a big production by any means. And I'm like, I like your flight costs more than what you're getting paid here. So
Yeah.
you must, and she like went to school for acting. So I think it's like what you're saying. It's definitely, I remember reading an article where it went through a list of actors who you may not have realized had an in the industry, like, and it could be in
Mhm.
super abstract ways. It could be like their uncle was a cameraman or
Mhm.
something, but they were a cameraman for like big movies, so like
Yeah.
they're still able to,
There are
you know,
cameramen who worked with all these big directors and
yeah,
whatever. They knew they had a connection.
yeah, fuckers.
I mean, and here's the thing, though, and I'm not even making a judgment of that. I don't think that that's necessarily bad. I'm not.
No,
I'm a
dude, if
fan of a
yeah,
lot of these kids that are related to someone that's. I'm a huge fan of Wyatt Russell. I think, and I love Kurt Russell, and I love
yeah,
Goldie Hawn.
and plus, dude, I don't blame them. If you have
No,
a resource like that, why wouldn't you use it?
yeah, why?
It'd be
Yeah,
wasteful
exactly.
not to.
And I think it's ultimately Hollywood is going to get who they want. They're going to, when you see like a certain actor being cast in everything, you always see Timothy Chalamet because people like him. There's something about him, and he right time, right. It all, I don't know. It's something that just happens, and it's very. There's a lot of stuff in it. There's a lot of layers to it, and I would never like even comprehend to know the full. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about how this, how people get work, but it's like, hey, if you're lucky enough to get it, good for you. Whether you're
Yeah,
related to someone or not, I don't know. I'm like, there are a lot of great people are related to someone very famous, and that's cool. Or like you said, they worked as a cameraman, they worked as a
yeah,
producer, they worked as a who fuck it, they worked as a gaffer. Still, it's still a connection. Maybe they're the best goddamn gaffer in the fucking world.
dude, they're fucking Jim Gaffigan.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. What are you smoking tonight?
Oh man. You know what? I totally forgot. I'm smoking slabs, and I forgot. You got to really pace yourself with that,
Oh
especially
God.
because I haven't eaten yet either. So
Oh shit.
yeah,
It's gonna be a short show, buddy.
it is. It is, and my throat is just like eternally dry.
Yeah, you are really. You're. Oh, what? Speaking of, where's my water? I'm. It's been an interesting week, dude. So I'm still doing the fruit stuff. By the way, the this mix of I was gonna bring in the package because I was gonna take some more before we remember before the show. I was telling my friend Justin here that I was gonna take more, and I would decide not to. I'm so glad I didn't because I'm already pretty high. But like that's this shit is a really good fucking high. I've got to show you the packaging one day when we do this. I'll find it and I'll grab it and I'll show it to you. Or I guess technically we could do it online, but I'm too tired to fucking explain it right now. So I'm yeah.
I saved a special thing for 420
Did you?
as a way to celebrate. Yeah. So
Oh, and
it
we
was
did see each other on 420, of course.
we did. Yeah, we actually
Oh,
got to see each other.
should we show him the picture?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's show him the picture.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
I still never saw any of those pictures.
I didn't send it to you.
No.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking dick.
You
What
are.
the hell? What the hell, dude? Okay, hold on. These are good pics too. Look at this. I can't believe I didn't send these to you. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that one. That's really pretty.
Yeah.
And then there's
You should caption it "Met on Grinder."
yeah, that I think we should start a website. We
That's a
can,
good. I like that one. That's a good one.
yeah, that's because it doesn't look like we're making out.
That is, you know what? You're right. That's exactly what
It is kind of a funny picture, though, to be honest. I think I'm gonna post that one. No, I won't do
we
this.
legit look like a couple in that.
We kind of do.
We do. Because I
Well,
think because you're it's like a forced perspective. Because you're a little behind me, it looks like you're nestled on my shoulder.
I was. I was totally nestled on your shoulder, but you're too high to figure that out. No, yeah, it's kind of a cute picture though, to be honest. Let's be real. It's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
You love it. You love it. Dude, it was
Those are
nice
nice
to see
pictures.
you, by the way, on 420.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cool. So we decided to meet, we decided to hang, we decided to walk, smoke a little bit, and it was nice because like I haven't when did you start? Do you make a thing of 420? Do you like celebrate it? How do you celebrate? Just get high, really high? That's what I
I
do.
no, I really don't. I don't really.
You don't do anything?
It's not that I don't do anything. I'll try to get maybe like a cool pre roll or
Oh, okay.
something special as far as weed goes. This thing that I got, it was a blunt, so it was like wrapped in the tobacco paper, so it has like a real nice flavor, and it was called banana cream.
Oh, so good. I love
It
banana.
was so, and it had kind of like a banana flavor to it.
I bet.
It was great. It was like the perfect chill. I believe it's a hybrid, but it was like the perfect chill kind of strain. I actually might try to get that for like this weekend, but so I had that, and then sometimes if I really want to indulge, I'll like fucking go get a bunch of food. Like I'll get like a bunch of like Taco Bell, like just real stereotypical shit, you know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, it's just another day. Like I still got to go to work. I really didn't even have time to do much to celebrate it because I had like an interview and then like
Oh, that's true.
I had to work, and it was a real busy day. So I didn't even get to start celebrating until like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, no, that's kind of. I think I started early just because I got home early enough where I was like, I'm not gonna have to really go out, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take a few edibles throughout the day, and like once I was settled and I could just chill. I don't even know if I don't. That's a weird thing. I don't remember what I did specifically. I think I just hung out and watched TV. I don't think I played any video games. I think I just, I think I just took a night. Took a night. Because I was working a lot. I've been kind of busy this week, so it was just a nice day off to not have to do anything much.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, it was nice. It was and it was a nice. I got myself to a really nice high. This shit's good. This stuff I'm taking now is so. It's got this really weird high where you feel like fuck in your head, like if you just kind of think about it, it's like everything's fucking insane. You're like, you feel stoned as fuck, and it's really wild. But weirdly, I feel like I can function better. Like I can actually, and I don't. Maybe I sound. Maybe I'm like the Wolf of Wall Street right now, where he's getting in his car. No, I can drive the car really great, and blah blah blah. And you actually see, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm fairly coherent on this
Yeah.
shit.
No, that's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. And
even
that's
though
important.
I'm wasted. I'm fucking wasted right now.
Are you?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
honestly getting there.
Good. Let me
Yeah.
know how far we. I say let's at least try for an hour, and see how it goes.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
Yeah, I like that.
I like it. It was nice seeing you though, and I I know. I think you make fun of me a little bit because you should for this. I'm a very. I've noticed lately. I'm a very complimentary person, and this
Yeah.
is something we've talked about, and I've had other friends, and I really dig in. Oh my gosh, you're so great, you're so cool, awesome. It's some people are totally fine with it. Some people are really, oh dude, no, I'm good. Yeah, you don't need to compliment me anymore. And
Yeah.
I understand both. I and it's I'm really trying to be like more aware of, and I think a lot of it just from my own kind of where I am in the world, where I am in life. A lot of it, I feel like it's just the world's such a fucking nightmare that to me, putting a little good out there it feels good. But
Sure.
but there's a bit, and there's a but there, is that sometimes when you put that out there too much, it's almost like, oh, do you really mean that? Are you just saying that for show? And
Oh, yeah, I can see that. But at the same time, some of those people that are like, "Oh, I don't really know what to do when people compliment me." It's part of that feels kind of like self-indulgent. Like you're trying to be like, "I'm just so humble that I just don't know what to do with your compliments." And it's like, dude, just be courteous and just say thank you. Like could being a fucking asshole and just all you got to do, even if you are kind of like, okay, just say thank you. That's all you got to
yeah,
do.
yeah, and
And there's nothing wrong with somebody giving you a compliment. And to be honest, I mean, um, it's not like it's ever you never get I can't imagine ever getting sick of hearing a compliment. You know, it's
mhm.
nice to be around people that lift you up. It's important to have people that lift you up
Oh
because
my
there's
god.
so many things in life that really can get you down. And so and with you, I feel like I definitely I know you well enough,
You
and I
know me
feel like
pretty well.
yeah, and I feel like anybody else who is like legitimately your friend would know you well enough to know that you are very complimentary, but I know that it's also genuine.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
you actually mean that. You
absolutely.
say it a lot, but
But
I
because I mean it. Yeah, it's all
yeah, but
I
I know that I can actually take it to heart because I know
yeah.
that you mean it. And that's
No.
great.
Yeah, no, I mean, my to be fair to like the friends that did, I do do it too much. I do too, because I'm a very just I'm a weirdo, man. You know this. So I'm
It's
a
true.
very affectionate weirdo, and I'm always like, hey, it's almost like I'm trying to be in a good mood or something, and I generally
Man,
am.
I got it, dude. That is literally you nailed it. Affectionate weirdo.
Is
That's
that
it.
you?
That's it. An
Yeah.
affectionate weirdo. That's it. That's your new
Okay.
fucking that's what your little tag should be right there.
Jimmy.
Affection
Well, I mean,
Jimmy
Jimmy
O,
O is kind of,
affectionate weirdo.
yeah.
You should put that on a resume.
I like weird. I mean, look, I was, oh, you want to hear a really cool story? This is
Okay.
cool. So one of the first jobs I ever got, and I was when I came to LA was I got in a film. I got cast in a movie called The Almighty Fred. It was a little independent film. It was a cute script, and I went to the audition, and this was back before they were all on computers and stuff, because they didn't. This is back in the dinosaurs. This is when the dinosaurs lived.
Sure.
And now I remember going in, and I met this guy named Bill Kelman, and he was cool. I liked him, and I liked. It was weird because it wasn't a come in. Oh, okay, can you read this? It was just we started talking about movies, and I believe we talked about David Lynch, and I was in love with David Lynch. I still am. I like Blue Velvet and Eraserhead and Wild at Heart. I mean, I think Wild at Heart is one of the most romantic movies ever made, and that's that. If you know that movie, I'm fucking twisted because it's sick as fuck. You have a woman digging in. Oh my god, that's my brain in my head. Like 'cause after an accident, it's really fucked up. So we had this great conversation, and I got cast because I was a weirdo. I was a little off, and we got along. Me and this director got along. So I ended up, ironically enough, playing a stoner, and I don't, that was well before I was a stoner, and it was such a good experience. But I kind of got it because I was weird, and I've actually reunited with this director. We've been talking lately. It's been nice to talk to him again after several years.
Yeah, I mean, look, Johnny Depp has made a whole career. I mean, I hate to be topical,
Oh
but
my god.
Johnny Depp has made a whole career out of being a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Burton. I mean, there's so many. There's I'm not even thinking just film. There's Andy Warhol. There's uh. I'm trying to think of somebody. Do you know when you know somebody and you want to say
Yeah,
that person? Um, I think a
you
lot
can
of
even say
people,
like David Bowie.
David Bowie,
Yeah,
the Kate Bush, who I finally got to play for you.
yeah,
I like people that. It's funny you say that. Yeah, I'm genuine when I compliment someone, and yeah, I am. I do mean it, but it's funny because it's very clear when someone's giving you a fake compliment. Sometimes it's very,
yeah,
very clear.
yeah.
It's very fucking clear, and I just hate that, man. I don't know. I'm an affectionate weirdo. That's
Yeah,
what
you're
I am.
just too real for this. Yeah, you're an affectionate weirdo.
I can live with that, although it does bother me that the assumption is of weirdo is because there's also that when you think weirdo, you think, oh shit, the creepy guy, like that. Did you see the fucking video, the YouTube video? There's two people, and they're in they have like a big old home and a staircase that leads up to this like another, it almost looks like a loft type thing, and they're in bed. You see someone come in, stand at the stairs, watch the people sleeping for like 9 fucking minutes. Just this guy gets in their home and watching them. That's a weirdo. See, that's also people think that's a
That's
weird.
a criminal.
Yeah, that's a good distinction. Actually, I didn't even think of
Yeah,
that.
that's a criminal.
Wow,
Yeah. No.
Justin, you're so
No,
smart.
someone like Prince is a weirdo, but
I
in a
would
good
agree.
way.
Okay.
Yeah, in a good way. But someone like that is a menace, a criminal, and probably literally out of their mind.
Dude, honestly, watch that video. It is fucking
I
chilling.
really don't want to.
Can I send
I
it to
really don't
you?
want to.
Can I send
And
it to
not,
you?
well, I mean, not while I'm high.
Okay, okay. Well, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question on a show where we talk about shit and ask each other stuff? Can I ask you a question?
No.
Do you have any kid fears that you still have, like things that you were afraid of when you were a kid?
I mean, other than like snakes and spiders and stuff, I don't really think so.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not all that. I'm actually kind of lucky in that regard. I'm not very claustrophobic. I'm not very scared of heights. I can kind of handle a lot of that stuff. I mean, I still get nervous, but it's not like crippling, you know. I'll still do it and still be okay. Um yeah, I don't think, like, I'm not really afraid of the dark. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, dude, I'm not scared of shit.
You're lucky, man. It's fear can be crippling, man. It's like I've had for years.
I'm scared of I'm scared of like talk to people. I don't want to talk to people, you know.
Are you really?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay, because I'm
I'm
like,
just
no,
I mean, I've always been very introverted, so I guess just like as far as that goes, I've gotten a lot better at that though. Because you kind of have to be when you move to a big city.
you have to be to live in a big city and to work at a place where you actually deal with people on a daily
Yeah.
basis. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to, and trust me, I've seen people that it's there's a difference, and I've dealt with you in that capacity, and you are very much pro. You're very easy to deal with. Is a oh my gosh, I'm getting complimentary. Wow.
No, keep going. That's what I mean. I
No,
can't,
dude,
dude. Who are these
no,
fucking weirdos that you hang out with that are like, could you please not do that? Come
no,
on.
I actually they do have a good because it's a different it's a different kind of friendship. Like it's like
Maybe they're just like
I
more
think
secure than I am, so they're just like, I don't need to hear that.
it may be right. I think there are people that like when you I don't know, it doesn't bother me though. It used to bother me, like I was like, oh, there's something wrong with me, there's something that's not working quite right. And God, I'm getting way too personal in this episode. um yeah, it's just something it really bothered me that I was like, oh, am I being a little too much? And I think it's the God, I don't want to get like weirdly deep, but like I've been thinking a lot about this and how we deal with each other. Not you and I, just in general, humanity. We are so quick to judge everyone else when it comes to, oh, they get annoyed at that. Oh, well, they're jerks about that. Oh, they don't like how do they? Oh my God, you didn't like the Batman? Stupid shit that they get in their head about, and then you're kind of like you're like suddenly it's I think we've said this on the show, we're all the stars of our own movie, we're all the heroes, we're all the good guys, so we forget that we're sometimes probably the bad guys in a lot of people's movies, whether it be
Oh yeah.
we go
Oh
to
yeah.
the store and we're having a bad day and we don't realize we're taking it out on everyone else, and they're like, Jesus fucking Christ,
Yeah.
this guy. So
Oh, you know that you remember after we took our walk and like there was that guy in the Mercedes that parked like an asshole in front of me and was like almost
yes,
touching my car.
yeah,
So I meant to tell you about this.
oh shit,
I dude, I wrecked that car. No, I slashed all the tires.
yeah, I'm
No,
sure you
I
did.
have this pack. I keep it in my car. It's like a pack of business cards, but they each say different things on them it's for people who park like assholes. So one of them
Nice.
is like the one side will always say hey to get someone's attention, and then you flip it over and then it's like you might want to check your steering wheel for shit because it looks like an asshole parked your car, and like things like that, or ones that just say you park like a fucking idiot or you know. But I found one in the pack that says oh look, somebody driving a Euro import parked like a douchebag. What a surprise! And I was like, dude, Mercedes is based in Germany. I was like, this is the fucking one. And
Oh,
I slipped it in his. I like stuck it in his little door.
oh, wow,
Yeah, and then I fucking
wow.
fucking because I'm not gonna stick around after I do that because I like fucking with people, but I'm also a pussy. So
I was gonna
I
say,
gotta
yeah.
make sure I have an exit strategy immediately.
See, but here's the thing. I'm gonna give you credit for that because that's exactly what I'm talking about. You admit that is a pussy move. That's a completely pussy move.
It,
But we
dude,
all
it's
do
like
it. We all
no,
do that.
that's the thing though. It's definitely pussy to be like,
Hmm?
because I made sure that I even backed my like car up and was like made sure I could easily just pull right out and leave just in case,
Yeah.
because my fear is that they're going to be walking outside as I'm doing it, and they're going to like, hey, and so I gotta make sure, you know what it is, I don't think it's pussy, I think it's just being smart.
Yeah, I think
It's just being smart.
mean,
It's thinking ahead.
it is pussy because in the
It
sense
is
that,
pussy.
come on, you could what you
But
know
I
what?
mean, like, what else do I want to do? What am I going to do? Wait for him and like start a fight with him,
Yeah.
or it would be shitty for me to actually like fuck with his car.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be shitty. So it's like this is the
That's
least
a
and
cute way to do it. I mean,
it's the least and the most way I could do it. I mean, it's
Mhm.
rather than me, I could like write a shitty note, or I can just buy a thing that has cards that say shitty things and just like slip them in people's windshield wipers, and
I think that's really a great. Whoever came up with that fucking idea is really
yeah,
fucking
you
great.
you can get them on Amazon.
Wow, I did
Yeah,
not know that
it's
was a thing.
dude. Yeah, it's a totally harmless way to get your point across to people that park or drive, but or in this case park like shit, which
I think it's
out here
funny.
there's no shortage of.
Oh god, dude, this whole yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. People have fucking forgotten how to drive completely. It's just it's I was driving to, oh fuck, down Coldwater Canyon, and just minding my own business, going normal speed limit. A woman pulls in. I could see her in the up ahead, and she pulls out into the street. She stops. She stops in the middle of traffic. She's sitting there in the right lane, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm like, so I go around her, and I like honk. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was stupid, lady. So I go up and I pass her. She comes up, gives me a dirty look, and then she starts honking at me. I'm like, do you not realize you can't pull out, stop in the middle of traffic and she was there for a couple minutes. It wasn't just,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
are you? And I'm like, look, look, in today, look, how many times can I say, look, drinking game. How many times can I say it? Um, if you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you fuck with on the road. You got
Oh yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
You
I
don't know
mean,
what they're gonna have.
there's tons of stories out there of people like
Yeah.
following you, which I've followed a few people myself. Followed them all the way
Okay.
home. And
Have you
it
done
is
that
fun. It's
really?
funny though. No, I have a handful of times. It's funny
Okay.
because it's as soon as you start doing it, there's a lot of people that like will weave through traffic to get away from you, and I'm like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's fucking
Yeah.
right. It's
Yeah.
fun. That's the joy of it. It's like, it's. I mean, I usually don't do it for long because like you don't know who you're doing this to really.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, most of the time it's just regular people. So I do it to kind of like I'm not actually going to do anything, but they don't know that. So I like having fun with that, and maybe, and then them being like, oh, I think they're following, like kind of maybe putting a little fear in them
Hmm.
as a way to deter them from, I doubt, not that it ever would, but as a way to maybe deter them from being shitty on the road any
Yeah.
further.
I wonder what would I don't. I really like wonder why people are so shitty to each other. I really do. I really question, why do we automatically see somebody, and we all do this, or deal have to deal with someone, and we just have so much disregard for that person or disdain for that person, whether it's the job that they have or the company they keep or the who they voted for or anything like that. There's a very weird, and I don't understand how we got to that point, and I know that's a little deep to go into this at this point in the show, but it's like I do really wonder why it's so hard for us to just kind of, not necessarily, you don't even have to like the person, you're dealing with people, just be polite. I don't know why that's so fucking hard.
Yeah, and then you have those idiots that are like, "Well, respect is earned," and you're like, "No, respect." The people who say shit like that, that's just like dorks that have watched The Godfather too many times, and you're like, "Dude, respect is a given. It's a
Yeah,
given, and
yeah.
unless you are given a reason." Otherwise, if somebody's
Mhm.
a dick to you, or if they're just like a shitty person, But other than that, when you meet people, respect is a given. That's how
Yeah.
you get along with people. That's how you make friends.
Mhm. Yeah. It's just it doesn't seem like that is such a hard thing to do, but I don't know. That was a day to remember, and I'll never forget.
It was, man. I miss going to concerts.
Oh,
Can't
I
wait
can't
until
wait, man.
can't wait
We
until I can get this job situation set up and start fucking living life again.
Yeah, no, I want to go to a concert again when you can go. That was fun. That was like one of the best times I've had at a concert. Seeing you for Alkaline Trio and Bad Religion, that was fucking rad, dude.
I loved that show so much. It was
Yeah.
so cool to
I
be able to
did.
see Alkaline Trio.
So I
They've
was
been on my bucket
love,
list for many years now.
love that band so much. I've seen them so many times. I'll know. I told you the time I got to see their little set them play before and then come talk to us and hang out
Yeah,
with us, right? Yeah,
yeah,
so it's like it was one of those like I instantly liked Matt Skiba. He was no, they were all really nice, but like
yeah,
Matt was just like he seemed like a cool dude, like just a really really
yeah.
nice guy.
That's why when he joined up with Blink 182, I'm like, man, Adam is his name, right?
No, is it
Or no, not
Adam?
Adam. No, it's not Adam. What
What are
is
you
it? I'm
talking
fucking
about?
dumb. So it's Travis Barker, it's Mark Hoppus, and then who's the guy that left?
I don't even know. Hey
Fuck.
Siri, who are the Hey Siri, who are the members of
I
Blink
know this. It's
182?
gonna bother me. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'm trying to find out who the members of. Oh, it's Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Fucking UFO hunter himself. Um, Tom DeLonge.
Tom
Fucking
DeLonge.
Adam. I was thinking of Adam's song. Um, great song.
It is a good song.
But
It's a goddamn good song.
after Tom left, and then they announced that Matt Skiba was going to be joining them for the California album and for that tour. I was like, I'm not mad at that at all. That's just like a blending of two of my favorite bands, and especially
Mhm.
Alkaline Trio. And um, that first of all, that California album is really good.
It really was. The
It's really
follow-up's
good.
not as
No,
good.
no,
Yeah,
not even close. But California is really good, and
really good album.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I saw them on that tour where they were with A Day to Remember, and Matt Skiba came out during A Day to Remember set, and they played Private Eye.
Oh
And I
God.
was like, that at that time, that was the closest I had come to seeing Alkaline Trio, and it's like there's so many great crossovers. It's like Alkaline Trio meets A Day to Remember, but also it's Alkaline. The main show is Alkaline meets Blink. Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Yeah,
a music orgy.
I adored that show. Adored that concert. That was one I obviously we didn't see it at the same place, but we went to see the same tour, and I
Sure.
think I saw was it twice? No, we were going to see him twice, but it was. God damn it! I love. Do you remember the stage lighting up and it like just suddenly it's like fuck. The word fuck
Yes,
appears.
yes. Oh, I loved that. It's like it's still so it's like
Juvenile, but awesome.
it's so juvenile. That's what I was gonna say. It's so juvenile, and it's part of that whole. How do I want to say it? It's like they are self-aware enough to sort of stay how they were,
Yeah,
so that way and that's part of the nostalgia, and that's part of like the indulgence and the fun of the show, is that it's like these guys that you listened to when you were a kid or in high school, that you grew up listening to, who appealed to you because it was so juvenile, they still haven't changed. So it's like seeing
yeah.
them as like being a kid again.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, of course they've changed, but they some bands do it well. Some
Yeah.
bands do it well. And we're seeing a lot of bands have been releasing, like older artists have been releasing. X had a new album out. The Pretenders had a new album out. All these old bands, and you're just like, I mean, some of them are okay, but I don't know. I think that for some reason Blink, they, especially with California, they managed to make an adult sound out of their juvenile feel, and
Yes,
it worked really
absolutely.
well.
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah. I even boy, I lost it.
You did. You did.
Dude, that's how it goes.
Wow.
There is a show that hopefully I'll be able to kind of save up for,
Hmm.
and or at least get the tickets in time. So right now, Wu-Tang Clan is touring with Nas.
Oh wow.
It's
Yeah,
like
I heard
that's like
about
the
that.
giantest rap tour, like,
Yeah, that's huge. That's
and yeah,
huge.
and they're coming to, I believe, the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, dude, and you've never been to the Hollywood Bowl,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you've
I'm
got to try
hoping.
and go. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna try to go if I can, because yeah, that's fucking, and I've
wow.
never seen either one of them before either. So it would all be
No.
new.
That would be a rad fucking show. That would be a really cool show.
It's literally the two most influential people in hip hop. Like if you were like, let's say hip hop went away
Mhm.
and it got erased from people's memory, but you could keep one hip hop album, and that would be the roots to rebuild hip hop again.
Vanilla Ice?
No, close. And dude, hands down, the two albums that you could use to do that, to rebuild hip hop with just that one album, is Nas's Illmatic and Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers. Enter the 36 Chambers. Yeah.
I was gonna be snarky or be silly and give you a stupid response like I just did with but yeah, no, I would, yeah, those are, I mean, yeah, there are
Yeah.
others that I think you could. I don't think you could, it's
Well,
so
I mean,
hard because
of course there's others. I mean, you could do Biggie's Ready to Die. You could even go back and do like a Tribe Called Quest. You could do
don't
well, I
forget
guess
about Dre,
Gangstar
man.
was more in the golden
Don't
era,
forget
but
about Dre.
yeah,
I love
absolutely. I mean,
Dre.
NWA, all yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Grandmaster Flash. But well, I don't know. I mean, those are all like, yeah. So Straight Outta Compton would be one for sure.
Mhm. Britney
Yeah.
Spears.
Anyway,
One More Time.
that's enough about that.
That's enough about that. Yeah, dude. I will say that we have hit the hour. I don't know how you're feeling. I feel okay. I feel pretty good. I'm kind of hanging in there, but I know you kind of hit it hard and hit it fast.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
it's starting to get there.
Yeah. Oh, good. 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 Yeah, dude. I'm gonna tell you something. It's been one of those things where I'm so excited for concerts again. I just went to one. I just
Yeah.
went to one. I cannot. I feel like concerts are still like they're still kind of like my ultimate. Like as much as I love movies.
Yeah, I would say that I feel the same way. I
Have
mean, even with me, like, going to all these different like hiking places and things like that, like
yeah
the adventure. I I think the concerts are still the ultimate thrill.
yeah they are. They well, there's something about being surrounded by people, generally like-minded people who like the music, who are feeling it, and music can be such a fucking religious experience, right? I mean, you're just
Yeah.
surrounded by sound and you can't escape it unless
Hmm.
even you it's just.
And like
And
the
then you
lights and like the whole stage show going on.
lighting, the just the vibe, and there's something, I mean, fuck, like I was telling you, the AFI show was really, it's astounding watching that guy on stage still doing that shit and not
Yeah,
losing a bit, not losing
man.
it at all, Davey. And it was like, so yeah, I'm really, and I like see I've seen everyone from Dolly Parton to Fleetwood Mac to like Alkaline Trio, and I don't even care the genre a lot of times. As long as, yeah, dude, I saw the fucking Jonas Brothers, and I kind of like. I had a great time.
Some people can just. It's a shame when a great artist doesn't have a good like concert, because
Yeah.
I feel like as a performer, like you have an obligation to make it a show. It's not like, yeah, you're performing and that's the center of it, but it should be a show.
Hmm.
And it's kind of, it sucks when people don't put the production into, like, man, when I was just telling a friend about this, because I wore my over to his place. I wore my Kendrick Lamar tour shirt because I saw him back in 2017. I saw him at the All-State Arena in Chicago, and he was it was great. I saw him. It was after Damn came out,
Hmm.
and I I mean, I already like love Kendrick Lamar so much. Like he's a modern day legend. As far as I'm concerned, he's so good, and he's so conceptual in a very genius way. And but a lot of these rappers that you see live, there's some of them will play the track over the show, and they're just basically rapping to their own raps. Like they don't actually, it's not just their own vocals in the microphone, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
They're basically playing the song. Or they'll have like a hype man up there, like kind of catching some of the words for them. They have their own microphone, and they'll have like a DJ that's like, "Yeah, get your hands up," like that's always saying shit and doing their own thing. He had none of that, and
Well,
that's something that a lot of big rappers have. He had none of that. It was just him on stage. There was like like the stage moved, and he went to like the middle of the crowd in like a cage, and like there was like this in between songs, there was like this thing that he shot where it was like him in like kung fu movie, and there's like a whole storyline
that's
to it.
cool.
It was a huge show, but the whole time he didn't play the track over it. It was just the instrumental.
Well,
He didn't have a DJ up there. He didn't have a hype man. It was great production value, but he legitimately performed the entire show. And I was like, and he did
wow.
it all so well. He did this thing. Oh my God. I'll have to see if I can find it. I'll just have to see if I can find it. Because even the show itself had like a concept to it, and like a theme to it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um um
That's I'll be honest. I don't know much about his music. I don't. I know the name, and I know he's. I know I've heard obviously a little bit, and I know he sounds very talented. I don't know much about his music, so it kind of interests me because I'm in a weird kind of discovery phase right now that I'm listening to some different stuff. So maybe I will check out one of his records because I don't
yeah.
think I've heard much by maybe a couple songs here or there, like singles or whatever, but that's about it. I really don't know much about him. I know he's big name. That's it.
Yeah, I would say damn it, I'm distracted. I'm trying to find this because it is so cool. I just can't remember which song he does it in.
Oh, what is it?
I'm
Because
trying.
because
I
do
like,
it,
but
sing it,
that's why I want to look it up, because like I can't even like
perform it,
really describe it.
perform it. Do
Um,
it, man. Oh my god. Well, find it for if you can find it, we can play it like if you can't find it tonight, find it, send it to me. I'll check it out. If not,
yeah. Talk about something.
yeah. Well, okay, so I'm the last concert I went to was AFI. I'm seeing Pearl Jam next. You know
Oh,
what's
that's
weird?
cool.
You know what's weird though? Like I I was a big Pearl Jam fan for a long time. I was a huge Pearl Jam fan, saw them several times, and something happened, man, and I still like them a lot. I'm still a fan per se, but I'm not like I don't own their last few albums. I don't. I would buy everything by them. I had like I had all their LPs. I had all their CDs. And I stopped buying it, and I just now I'll just stream it. I haven't even listened to their new album, the whole thing, and it's weird. I don't know why. Like it's not speaking to me now. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the music that's changed so much, or if it's like just. I think I've grown out of it, and I like, my taste has gotten a little more country lately, which are
Yeah.
like Americana. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're just ready to kind of just chill.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like, and I don't. I used to fucking love loud music, man. I listened to a lot of rock. I listened to punk. I listened to heavy metal. I still like a lot of that stuff. It's just there's a simple. I like the simplicity of a good bluegrass song. There's something about that, or a Americana, or something. Or I'm really getting into the whole lyrics, the storytelling, and I don't know. Maybe it's the
Yeah,
storytelling aspect.
you know, yeah. So Kendrick Lamar, his Damn album, it's very conceptual, and you find that um the the whole story arc of the album is backwards. It starts at the end, at the beginning of the album, and it goes, and then there's the deluxe version of which I thought this was like kind of cool. The deluxe version of the album, there's no extras. It's just put in order. The album goes from the last song to the first, so the arc is like in order for the deluxe version, and the artwork is different.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if that's clever or just lazy, but I thought it was cool.
Maybe that's one I'll check out, because now you do have me curious. I am kind of trying to
I
listen
would
to more
say
stuff.
yeah, I mean, Good Kid, Mad City is another classic one, but that's very hip hop. I think that I think that you should check out the Damn album. There's some tracks on there. Hey, look, he has a song with Rihanna on it. Maybe you should start with that one.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I will. My obsession with Rihanna is like in full bloom right now. And it bums me out. She's she's a kid, so she's not making an album. I want to hear an album. I want to hear new music, but I'm like, good for her. That's cool.
Yeah.
Living the good life, doing her thing. It's awesome. She deserves it, I guess. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God.
Hey, I found it.
Oh shit. Bring it on. Let's see. Ambassador.
Ain't nobody praying. Nobody praying for me.
Oh wow. What the? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like literally like street performer shit.
Yeah, that's I like the song actually. Okay. I'm sold just on this, man. I'm gonna check it out. I am seriously gonna check that fuck out. That's good. Yeah, see, I like it. Okay, when I say storytelling, which is a lot in a lot of country, a lot of Americana, there's also a lot of storytelling in that too. I mean, I get that, and there is a lot of rap that I like. It's not I'm not, I'm about as white as you can get.
Fair.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends that I have a friend that she never really. She's like, it's not that I don't like hip hop. It's just that I didn't grow up listening to it, so I just don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's a lot.
I can definitely point you in the right direction if you're curious.
Yeah, no, and I like a lot of it, and there's a lot I listen to. You'll find it if you look on my playlist. You'll find a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff. a lot of times I'm introduced to new music. Well, the way I'm introduced to it is a lot of times because I listen to like 88.5. It's a station in LA, which is great. Very it's cultivated by people. It's not like an algorithm to, oh, what songs are performing well, oh, let's
Yeah.
put that on this. And they really cater to the listeners to an extent, so they play a lot of interesting music, which leads me down a lot of rabbit holes. And I like that they'll play, like they played Arrested Development Tennessee. I hadn't heard that in ages. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a good fucking song. And then they'll play Patsy Cline. I love that. That's so
Yeah.
fucking cool.
I mean, look, I know it's probably not good for the industry. I know a lot of people have talked about that, but I like Spotify. I love Spotify.
I know you do.
Spotify has helped me discover new music better than anything else, because all of these like mixes that they make for you are so well curated
Hmm.
that they make it easy to discover, and they have great playlists of like different genres, and like they have like the best of rock from 2001 and shit like that, like really specific ones. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, well, Apple. I think Apple has something like that too. Like if you go to iTunes, you have like you have the. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye. Sorry about that. I think I got it. Maybe. Um, iTunes has that too. For me, I or Sirius, you can find a lot of really interesting stations. You can find, oh, I'm really in the mood to hear Brandy Carlisle because I always am.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a station that's playing her, and I found some pretty good stations on that. But for me, I a lot of times it's I weirdly, you know how to discover a lot of music? YouTube. All
Oh,
the
same. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like weirdly like
Yeah.
I'll be just watching, like if I'm in the mood for something. Who was I watched recently? I don't remember who it was, but I was watching, and they led me down a couple of really interesting rabbit holes. I was like, "This is kind of cool," and I looked up the artist and fucking just added a couple albums to my collection. I don't know. I still am in love with music in a way more
Yeah.
than movies, to be honest.
Yeah, I've definitely discovered a couple great new pop punk bands.
Oh, really? Who?
Yeah. Well, that was a cool voice crack.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh.
um,
I still have something in my eyes, so keep talking.
one of them is that song that I sent you that you still haven't listened
I
to.
still haven't listened to. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know I will. I
But
promise.
the band is called Action Adventure.
That sounds really familiar to me. Maybe I've heard
Yeah.
this.
They have like a 60-second song that kind of went a little viral on TikTok, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then it's called Barricades, great song. They also have Tuck Everlasting, which is the song that I sent you. They're out of Chicago. There's such a great, like more mature sounding pop punk band, and
Gotcha.
they have like crunchier guitars. The drums are fucking tight. And yeah, they're great. They're like, and they're very new. Like they just put out their first album last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of it's like cool. It's cool to discover a new band, but it's cooler to discover a new band when they're like on the rise.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
And it's rarely happened to me. I usually either get them well after, or they don't take off. One of those.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that's a cool feeling. That's a cool. They sound really familiar. I feel like I've heard them before. But I don't do the TikTok thing that much, even though I'm kind of on
Well,
it.
I mean, I didn't discover them through TikTok. The first song
Okay.
I discovered was Tuck Everlasting through Spotify, and I was reading up on them, and I guess
Okay.
I was like, oh, I guess they had a viral thing on TikTok. So, and that song is how their album opens.
You know
So
what's funny about you is I tried to get you to do a TikTok. I've tried to do that, and I still want to do. I think I still want to do a TikTok with you just
I
because
still haven't. I don't have TikTok. I've never done a TikTok.
you are
I'm on
going
TikTok
to.
technically because the mates.
Oh,
We
that's
have a
true.
mate
Yeah,
for
that's true.
that. So I'm on there.
It's funny because you're so involved with TikTok, and you're not exactly a TikTok fan. You're not exactly.
Well, I don't like all the trendy stuff is just boring and stupid, but
Yeah.
I love the TikToks that come from just regular people, but like weird people, or like the really out of touch one, like the strange ones, you know, the outliers, you know,
Okay.
like when you're scrolling through and like there's one that has like 2 likes and it's just some fucking like crazy hillbilly guy, and you're like, oh man, it's weird and it's not good, but it's a hidden gem. It's like
Why?
it's a good
Why do
bad.
you like
It's
it?
a good bad. That's what it is. It's because it's fascinating and entertaining when people who shouldn't be on there are on there. You know?
No, it's a weird like I don't deep dive into TikTok that much. I'll see like the occasional trends and I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, I'll check that out. But like I don't go into that kind of stuff. I did go on a Kate Bush thing though, because a lot of apparently because I was talking about her on some show, because I do that a lot. Someone was like, "Dude, you should check out TikTok. She's all over TikTok." I'm like, "Really?" So I did. I went and yes, she's for some reason there's a lot of people like doing either lip syncs to Kate Bush or weird videos to. I actually did do a weird video with to a Kate Bush song. So if you ever
Of
want
course
to
you
go on
did.
my TikTok, yeah, of course I did.
You
But
should use. You should. I mean, it's on TikTok. You should use your little pussy belongs to me. You should make a video with that.
that'd be funny. You know,
Yeah.
I actually did one maybe no two no one TikTok I was really proud of, and it didn't even do that well, but I loved it. I thought it was a cool idea where I it was when the pandemic hit and like everyone was freaking out about toilet paper. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Good
You
times.
so we went to the store, we were able to get toilet paper. So I had someone film me standing down below a balcony with a thing of toilet paper like this, and I had In Your Eyes playing the Peter Gabriel, the Say
Right.
Anything.
Taken from.
I was
Yeah.
very proud of that.
That
That
one's
was
that
proud.
one's very good.
Yeah, that was the
That one is good.
only. The others are maybe me lip syncing, or maybe mostly me. My most popular video is my cat. That got a shit ton of likes.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
I
I
think
actually I follow a couple cat accounts on Instagram.
Mhm.
One of them is from the Ukraine, so I got a first person perspective of
Wow.
that whole situation, because the owners were I think they're in France now,
Oh my gosh,
but yeah, so you get to
that's
see
crazy.
this family's experience of the war in Ukraine through this cute fluffy cat.
That's fascinating. That's
Yeah.
actually send me the link on that one. I might
I
follow
will.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's the most adorable cat, and he has such a great. I'm gonna send. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Oh, I love cat shit. I saw I watched a fucking video today that like I showed my wife. She's like, no, no, not even. And it's a little girl, and there's these two spiders. One is this big. No, they're both about this big. And there's a little girl. She's like, picks the spider up, is holding the spider. It's crawling on her. It is adorable. It is so. I mean, this thing looks like it's a fucking it's like this big. I'm not It's like the size of your fucking
Uh-oh.
head. And this
No
little
way,
girl's like
dude.
holding it and she's so joyful and so happy she has a spider. I'm like, you rock, girl. You rock.
I mean, good for her for not being scared, because
Yeah.
I would like, I'd have a panic attack. Like, there's
Talk
no
about
way.
talk about kid fears. Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, you were not I think didn't I see you react to like a bug once when we were hanging out, like a bee or something? I feel like I
No,
did.
I'm not afraid of bees. I mean, I'm afraid of getting stung, but like,
Uh,
I'm fine.
I don't know. I think you're up. I think you're afraid of something. That I love that video. I love that video. I could watch. I may have. I think I shared it on my Twitter thing. So if someone wants to watch it, but
Sometimes when I step out on the balcony to smoke, there's like a bee hanging out on my door on the outside, and
really,
so I'll blow some smoke. I'll get the bee high,
the bee.
and they legit get high. They lose their balance
Really?
and they like fall and plop on the on the ground.
Oh, that's kind of hilarious.
Oh man,
Oh my god.
those silly bees.
Silly
Can't hold their
bees.
shit. Hey, how do you feel? Look, I gotta pee. How do you feel?
I once we started referencing the bees, I keep thinking Nicolas Cage and the Wicker Man. So I think, yeah, it's a good time to
Yo,
end the show. I
bees nuts. Anyway,
love them. Love them.
yo, let's get down to business.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to business. So check it out, guys. Here's what's going on. You know the fucking drill. Mates Comedy. Mates Comedy. Go to Instagram, follow at Mates Comedy. It's a sketch comedy group that I'm a part of, and I'm very proud of it. And we're all very, very proud of our latest episode on YouTube. The 4th episode. It's apostrophe Mates on YouTube. Check out the channel. We have a bunch of videos up there already, along with 3 other full episodes. And our latest episode is, well, why don't we see a little teaser?
Oh, good God.
Have the Teletubbies gone?
Where have the Teletubbies gone?
You would be the red one.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Tinky Winky,
Tinky Winky,
Dipsy,
Winky,
La La,
La La,
Poke,
oh,
Teletubbies,
Teletubbies,
say hello. Mates.
Poe is my favorite too. I can't believe it. You were Poe.
Dude, you got it, man. You got to check out that episode.
Fuck yeah, I'm watching that shit. I'm
If
watching
you
that.
do you watch the YouTube episodes?
Yes, I've seen them. Yes, I
Oh
watch
man,
your episodes.
you definitely got to watch this one because this one is a fucking. I'm telling you, it's a
Oh, it looks
gem.
fun. I saw it.
It's a gem.
today. I'm like, I'm down. I'm in.
So yeah, everybody check out Mates Comedy Instagram. Just go to Instagram at Mates Comedy. We have a link tree to everything. Our TikTok, we're on TikTok, YouTube. Check out the latest episode to see what happens when the Teletubbies come to Hollywood. All right. By the way, that little clip of us like at the Lake Hollywood Park.
Uh-huh.
We went there. We showed up in full costume on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh, good God.
Oh my God. Fucking just packed full of people. And we show up in fucking Teletubby onesies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
check out Mates at Mates Comedy on Instagram. Check out the full channel, The Real Teletubbies. It's the shit. If you want to follow just me, check out more of what I'm up to. You can always follow me on Instagram at JustinButts94. You can also follow my Twitch for whenever that comes around again.
I'm sure one day
it will be one day. And you can find out when that day is if you go to twitch.tv/Justin_Butts. Jimmy, what about you?
Well, of course, you can find me at joeblow.com, sometimes arrowinthehead.com, sometimes welive.com, welive.entertainment.com. You can also find me Jimmy to the O at Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook, James Oster, Oster is how you spell that, and that's how you say it, on Facebook. And God, I'm sounding a little kind of weird. I like it. Yeah, that's about it. And of course, Cameo available now. I still haven't really pushed that. Maybe I should. Yeah, and then that's about it. And of course, hopefully we'll have another Sound Scary for you guys someday. I'm sure we will. Yes, that's it.
Cool. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review, comment, all of the things for the show. It takes a second of your time and it means a lot to us. Other than that, I think it's time to cheese it out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Good night.
Love you.